So I'm in Buenos Aires with Mum. Yes, this is Argentina, and this is just going to be a whole bunch of different clips of showing off what Mum and I have gotten up to the last couple weeks that she's come and visited me. Ah, this is wild. We are here on our way to pick up Mum, aren't we, buddy? I've been traveling in Argentina for over a year now in a tuk-tuk with my dog, but what you may not know is before this crazy life on the road, I spent 5 months living in the capital of Argentina, Buenos Aires. This is far from a travel guide, but more so a look at the friendships you can make with locals and places you can visit if you go further than the typical walk tours and TripAdvisor guides. What a day, what a day. A very windy day it is. We got the tuk-tuk behind me. We got Patty all the way out there. We're oceanside at the airport. We've got planes coming in and out behind us as we wait for Mum to arrive. So Patty's gonna meet Mum for the very first time, and Mum's gonna ride around in the tuk-tuk, and we're gonna go explore the city of Buenos Aires together. It's gonna be really cool. In just a moment, through those gates, my mum's gonna walk through, and I'm gonna see her for the first time in over a year. I'm very excited. Maybe Mum's just figuring out how the Spanish-speaking airport works. Hey, Mama. So I didn't think I would try. You're in Latin America. Hey, love you too. You did really well to make it. We're gonna ride the tuk-tuk. Patty! It's me, Mama, Patty. Your son drives a tuk-tuk. You relax, break. Good girl, Patty. Esa, relax, go easy. It's me, Mama. It's me, Mama, Patty. Good girl. You gotta share the back seat. You do, yeah. Patty, please. We made it. Nice work. Yeah, you take care of her, yeah? Well, that's us, ladies and gentlemen, off to the races. They were having a good time. Sitting pretty, Patty. Check that out, Patty. Where's she at? She's chilling. That's your Obelisco. Look at you cuties. We're on our way back to La Plata. Well, we'll spend the first couple days. And they're getting to know each other well. We just pulled up to like a pretty nice restaurant, getting some food. We're both hungry. We've driven an hour and we've got to still drive like another hour to La Plata. The tuk-tuk's slower than I remember. There's 2 major international airports you can fly in and out of in Buenos Aires, and Mum uses both of them, so you'll see how they're set up. The smaller one that she arrived into is conveniently closer to the center of the capital, but this is not where we'll be starting. Instead, we're traveling an hour south to La Plata. It's a beautiful and calm micro-city outside of the capital, accessible with a $2.50 bus, which will be a lot less chaotic introduction to Latin America for Mum, where we'll also meet again my friends from last week's episode. So this is the apartment tour. We arrived last night. Mum had time to sleep off a bit of the jet lag. Patty's just coming around for the tour. And with Mum coming and visiting, she's brought us some presents. So you've got some presents. Mum's in there to the right. This is Patty and I. So Patty's just had a comfortable night's sleep. We had a good rest. Mum's just brought us all this new equipment and stuff, new laptop, so I'm going to be able to edit so much more efficiently. I'm really looking forward to all that. So we got some alfajores. Mum's going to try our first alfajor. And Patty, what have we got? Dog Business is an Australian company. They just said, hey, we'll support your trip. We love what you're doing. Here's a bunch of stuff. So Mum ended up bringing 3 kilos of stuff for Patty. Come. So they've given us a little doggy harness. A couple nice food bags. A new harness. There's more collars to come. And it comes with a little Patty sign. No way. Look at that. That's a collar leash combo. You like this one? This is more your style? Pink leash. We'll try on this harness that they've sent. They've sent so much stuff. There's even a paw balm. Mum and I are just leaving the apartment now. A somewhat rainy day here in La Plata, the city of diagonals, where I just was a week ago, and we're going to this park across the road and checking out a couple of museums, a cathedral and maybe a bit of the town city center. So there's a football stadium of the students of La Plata there. That's the team here. And that's I guess a waterfall. So the Museum of La Plata is just over there behind us. Little street dog out front with some saber-toothed tigers. This is my first time checking out this museum, and considering this type of tourist attraction usually isn't too high on my priority list of things to do when I'm in a city, I was blown away at the amount of exhibitions on show across the 2 floors. And I think these are all from South America, and it definitely couldn't be an Argentinian museum without a bit of sherba and the process behind how they make it. I had no clue it's going to be this sophisticated and this big. I've been singing the Jurassic Park theme song the whole time. Pretty sick. Some ancient thongs. So the museum was then showcasing a bit of Egypt, and now is showcasing Bolivia. This is specifically from Carnival that happens in Oruro. This museum is also a stone's throw from a planetarium that has a projector screen ceiling, but when we arrived, the shows were already done for the day.
Is this the government building?
I don't know, but we're in La Plata, the city. We're on our way to the cathedral. The government bells of the clock tower ringing behind us. It's just hit 4 p.m. and we're looking to go inside the cathedral now as well. Huge. Very, very beautiful spot. Cool to do the touristic thing with mum as well. Stained glass on the windows are just insanity. So we found ourselves, what's this called, mum? The crypt? Underneath the Cathedral of La Plata. It's all pretty well maintained as well. It's like a museum more or less. And eventually we're gonna go to the top, see the view. So when you get a top-down view, you can clearly see that there's the tiles of the island of Malvinas. That is awesome. The street art in La Plata. And where we are here, we're like in the center, but it's all like really safe, plenty of people walking around, especially this time where it's still daylight. And just on the side of us, that's the police station there. With the weather, there's not too many people out and about, but it's a very cool, typical verderia. The streets are colorful. Looking good and groovy, Miss Putty. Just found a pretty nice restaurant where we're gonna eat at. Patty's braving the rain. She's gotten a bit wet, but I don't always record everything that we do, obviously. It's a balance of recording enough where it's gonna be a nice memory to look back on when I'm away from mum again, editing the whole thing, but then also where I'm enough in it where I'm enjoying it. So I think we're doing really well. Paddy all dressed up, and we got the tuk-tuk. Mum's just gotten in, leaving the nice apartment in La Plata, and we're gonna go see our friends again. Patty, place. Whoa, there you go. The bag setup's not too bad, Mum. First time touring.
Qué bueno.
Es increíble.
Ahí va bajando.
¿Esa es cebolla?
Yes. Cebolla. You have too much there now. Now begin.
We're gonna eat good, Mama. What have we got here, Miss Patty? Fuel stop, first one with Mum. She's in the back with Patty. We just said goodbye to the family that took care of us for quite a while, and yeah, it was a sad goodbye, but it is what it is. Part of the adventure. So thanks Andrea, Marcelo, and Nico for everything. We're on the way to Buenos Aires now, so that's why it's been a long journey ahead. We get fuel. Perdón, amigo. Bien, ¿y vos?
Bien.
¿Y 95, por favor?
Súper.
Sí, gracias.
¿Cuánto? ¿Lleno?
Lleno, pero sería 6 litros, me parece.
Dale.
looks like chicken. They're very full.
Oh, you heard food. Hey, pati, pati, pati. No hagas eso. So the first night in Palermo, we didn't want to go out for too much, but we're just gonna have a couple tacos, street side, Mexican restaurant. Looks pretty good. That one's chicken. That's pretty good, pati. On our morning run, what do we got? Not really bothered though. Apartment number 2, you just seeing real. This is my room, Mum's room. Of course she made a bed, good on her, legend. And where's Pati? So this is just us in plain Buenos Aires in a chill spot, just for a couple nights together. And look at this breakfast. What do we got, Mum? Looking good. Bit of mate juice. That's a whole stack of everything there. And in the oven, ooh, bit foggy, but a couple of media lunas and a croissant. Happy, Pati? Yeah. So I'm really seeing how this is turning out. It's really just all these short clips of Mum and I doing stuff, which is really cool, really special memories and things. We're at an eco park, which is more or less a zoo, but it's not called a zoo, so it's like, it's free, so it's less legitimate or less fancy. We'll see what we can see. Now we're in the city. It's the first time I've seen these little things, and I got no idea what they are. What's those things, Mum, that make the dams? It's got 4 legs and they look like bunny rabbits. I don't know. No, but these things are literally running around free. They could leave if they want, but they're just chilling. What?
Scared.
No, I don't want to scare it. So we're in literally the center of Buenos Aires. The building's behind us. There's flamingos. We've got monkeys, hippopotamuses, literally like 5-6 streets from where we live. What is going on? We're just doing the touristic things and we're loving it. I just pulled up out of Kentucky. What do we get? We got a ham and cheese stromboli. I've never tried that before. A little bit of finger food on our way to a library inside a theater. So it's called El Ateneo.
That's what I read this afternoon.
In a movie theater.
So you can actually go up and like
Yeah, you literally can. Check that out, eh? That's insane. We are in a bookstore, so you can literally buy and pick up anything you see on the walls and purchase them. And it's in a theater that no longer operates anymore. I believe it's literally just for books, which is really cool. So just behind me is an absolute insane sight. Very touristic zone here in Buenos Aires. And yeah, when in Rome, do what the Romans do, and we're going and checking out everything. From here, we're gonna go straight shot that way, and down that street, we're gonna find the obelisco. So we're gonna be just seeing the sights today, really. So we're at like a typical Argentinian restaurant. I'm taking Mum out for dinner. What do you got, Mum? Pizza? I got a bit of a Napolitana Milanesa. Chicken schnitzel, cheese, ham, couple chippies, little fernet, and Mum's got Aperol Spritz. Here as well, they got a game on behind us. So the place is full quite early on, which is good for us because we like to eat early typically as foreigners. The fernet's hitting strong, and this is like a Milanesa de carne. Gracias, señor. Ciao, 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 ciao. That way. And so we've seen it in the tuk-tuk, and now we're looking straight at it. That's the obelisco. The obelisco in all its glory. How good does that look? Buenos Aires, that's what the BA stands for. What do you think, Mum? It's pretty magnificent. It's huge. Gorgeous buildings either side. Here we are. We're gonna end it there. Gonna send off a good night, get some sleep. We've had a good feed, done a few touristic things, and what other way to close out a little bit of a section of the video than being in front of the obelisco here in Buenos Aires. typical jamon y queso pizza. She's drinking mate. I don't know what's going on, but this is a pretty touristic zone called La Boca. So just behind us here, we've got the emblem of Boca Juniors. We're in La Boca, a somewhat dangerous neighborhood at night, but a friendly, somewhat safe one during the day. So we're just heading around, checking out a colorful street, I believe, bit of a touristic scene around here in La Boca. This is the practice fields where it's got Boca, and then that's the huge stadium behind us. So now here we are, we're well and truly in La Boca with the Pope and a few Argentinian players. Boca represented the Boca Juniors team. Typical music, some guy yelling, trying to sell what he's selling for the day. Huge, man. Huge the support for this team. A few souvenirs and things. So just behind us, they got some tango in the street. On the sidewalk, basically, you kind of have a show, you eat. The prices are a bit more expensive than you would pay for the typical food that you'd be buying, but it's all part of the experience. And now we're at a street of markets in the colorful zone of La Boca. Oh, that must be like the site. Up there we got King Messi. We're in a pretty touristic zone, obviously, and people are taking pictures with tango dances and things. So I do believe that this line beside me is all of the people trying to go up to the top here to take a photo with Messi. Doing a bit of touristic shopping. That's us now. The port's behind us and we're heading out of La Boca. We're getting on literally this bus right there and heading to St. Elmo now to check out another market. Dos por St. Elmo. Gracias. That's the market, Mom. Very cool. So basically you can just order off the bench, sit on the bars and get whatever you want. Plenty of bars, people just getting a couple drinks. Looks like a vibe, Mom. Yeah, we can go around the whole thing and then check out what we want. But empanadas sounds like the go. Look at us, Mom. We're living it. I'm gonna record, Mom. Sorry. Oh, you can be in it. But we're off to currently the Modern Art Museum. So that's it. You come to the Modern Museum on a Wednesday and it's free. How good's that? On the bus back home. That was a pretty underwhelming Modern Art Museum, but it is what it is. On to the next day. Where are we, Mum? Japonese. Muy bien. Today we are peak tourism. Behind me you can see we're in the Japanese garden. Just doing what the tourists do here in Buenos Aires. They are beautiful. That's huge. It's pretty impressive though. Mom's having a good time as well. Typical, like just yelling out whatever you're selling. I love it. Buenos Aires. Got a water cannon on the top. So you got police across like the road. That's what all the police vans were for. Because I think that they're all monitoring how this protest is going. And if it gets out of hand, then they got to do something. We're in front of the pink house, like the pink government building, and this is the cathedral. So we're gonna go check it out as well. Pretty hectic behind me there. Yeah. Protest behind me, police around us, but this is the government building. That's about it. I don't know what's going on over here. I don't know what this is about. Like, I'm not the best example to show you guys around. I'm like, old mate in front of me, he's a one-man band. I'm just really going with the flow, observing what I'm seeing. And the protest is getting mobile, so they're on the move now. But yeah, it's definitely not really my place to go and investigate too much about the issues and things. I don't know. He's yelling at these police about there's just a lot going on. Let's get out of here, Mum. So just across the way now, we've just literally come across the way. I can't explain it any better. Well, that behind us is the Bridge of the Woman, the Woman's Bridge, Puente de Mujer, and we're in Puerto Madero, that's what it's called. So this is quite a touristic zone, very safe as well if you're looking at safe places to go. This is one to chuck on the list, a bit higher priced, but really nice restaurants. It's beautiful, eh? Yeah, beautiful little sunset. We're right here on, I guess, Instagram hour. A couple tango dancers. We're busking on the bridge. A couple really sweet restaurants. And that's it. End of the day with a bit of sunset. I think we're heading home now. Is that right, Mom? Something like that. All right. How good. All right, buddy. Pack your things in the streets of Buenos Aires as we head out to Tigre. So we're taking the tuk-tuk, taking Patty, getting all our stuff together. Got the mate in my hand, mate. It's weird when I go Spanish to English. So this is about the back looks. That's about as much leg room as Mom's got. Fully chockers at the back and the sides. We're still gotta get that one bag in. All right, you guys can jump in. I'll help Patty. Never think it's easy traveling with somebody else, because that's how it looks. Adentro, Patty. Good girl. Claro, amigo. ¿Cómo está, amigo?
¿Cómo va?
Bien, ¿y vos?
¿De dónde son?
Soy de Australia.
¿De Australia?
Sí,
Qué
pero
bueno.
compré, estoy en Bolivia y estamos viajando. Tigre Drive is going pretty good. What's it looking like? Patty, Chichi, Patty. We haven't died yet. That's a success. It's definitely a nice drive. Coffee shops, cafes, whole vibe out here in San Isidro. This road is shocking. Why is this the fastest route? As we're cruising to Tigre, it's like the main train station and the plaza and the flag, they're all just up ahead. Good team effort. There's a famous roundabout at Tigre on my left. Argentinian flag, and that's the train station. That's where we would arrive if we took the train, Mom. And that's a canal where the delta starts. That's where we'll take the canoe out. Break. Freak. Good girl, Bubba. And that's us. Somewhere up there. We made it. Good job. That's all of us. Not all of our stuff. That's half of our stuff, isn't it? Thank goodness I could leave the other half of my camping stuff with somebody, but we're going all right. Here we go. Ooh. What do you think, Patu? Ah, this is nice. This is too nice. Look at Miss Patty. Blanket in the shade, one in the sun. Patty, you happy? Yeah, those guys have like all their suitcases and things above, because I think they're getting dropped off at their Airbnb island. because this is the deltas. There's just a bunch of different canals and islands that you can go and rent a house for even a couple days. But with Patty and the tuk-tuk, we decided not to do that. So we're specifically in the market of Puerto de Frutas, which is the fruit market. It's a like modern market, kind of starts here across the road, and Mum and I are just literally on a side street here, and we're hooking in to a bit of pizza. So this is what you get for 15 USD. That's a good spot. Fruit stores, basket stalls, souvenirs. We really got it all here. Flor. $2,500. Es la una que quieres. $2.50. Muy bien. So you said you want that one, but that's 1,500. Because it's not wood, I guess it's just laser cut.
Yeah, I like them.
You want them both? You can.
I'll just get one off.
See. Well, Mum, you got a couple things. What was that? All $4. How good. And at least you can take it home.
Yeah.
Gonna miss you. Es impresionante. Es un emu.
Este es de ciervo.
Ciervo.
Y este es de avestruz.
Avestruz, man. Wow. That was a nice time. Hola, dientes. Happy to see me. Well then, this might be the most exciting day so far on the trip with Mum in Buenos Aires, because we are off kayaking. So we're gonna get amongst the nature and see a good friend that I stayed with when I was last in Tigre. Got the waterproof backpack, sun-safe hat on, bit of sunscreen. I'm gonna go have a day. Our kayak won't be as sophisticated as that, but it'll be definitely a good time. Amigo, ¿cómo anda?
Hola.
¿Todo bien?
¿Cómo estás?
Bien, ¿y vos?
Bien.
¿Todo bien?
Bien.
Yeah, wheels, yeah. Because we're gonna take it in the street. Boy, look at that. The seat of champion. Alright, I gotta concentrate, I guess. Mum has no idea that I'm not rowing right now. We've come off the main river. That's Tigre behind us. Perdón, amigo. Voy a grabar un rato. Big change from driving the tuk-tuk is what I can say. Slacker. Bunch of gorgeous houses just on the river. These are all islands that are literally only accessible by boats like this. And I think that's awesome. Thank you, my friend. We're loving it. And man, these canals are gorgeous. Good job, Mum. You're really holding down the ship. Just missing Patty. Have you ever taken a dog on a kayak?
I never take it. I just once.
Once? Ah, Patty would be so scared. I'm just thinking
She would be shaking.
she's not good with water, yeah. This is Argentina. And I love that. So we've just stopped off at Pablo's bit of land and we're going to go have a bit of lunch at a restaurant.
We need meat.
Yo, I love that. We made it. This is nice, man. A lot of potential. We're literally 35 kilometers from the capital of Buenos Aires, where there's skyscrapers, and we're here. We're in the canals, which is really cool. So yeah, lucky man that he lives out here in the fresh air. So Pablo was saying that like the houses, all of their parcels of land all go right to the river, but legally, like the law is that you need to have a sidewalk in front of your house so that people can walk around. I think that's really cool. Everyone just living this almost suburban lifestyle in the jungle. He also mentioned that the process to just have water for showering and washing up and things is a huge one, where you need like this process of having a pump. Take it to the house, put it in a tank. From the tank, you need to filter it 2-3 times, put it in another tank, and even it up. Ooh, almost fully nearly fell. We are going barefoot now. But it's even then not at a point where you can drink it.
But no, not more work for today.
Nice. Oh, la pobre. What's on his forehead? Something.
Hola. Hola.
The lunch spot.
Hola, ¿cómo están?
¿Qué dicen?
Hola.
¿Quieren acá arriba o abajo?
One inside or outside?
Inside's cool, that's good.
Como quieran, ¿eh?
Sí, sí.
Claro, sí, mejor acá, por los mosquitos. Sí. Arriba, en L.
What a nice restaurant, man. With the views of the river. A typical, like, barbecue Argentinian grill. Asado de la parrilla. Vamos a ver. Mum's first time trying as well. Provecho. Bit of chips.
Qué rico.
Nice. What did you say this was, my friend?
Entraña.
And that's the part of the cow.
I want to know what one of the colors.
Okay. Less questions.
Agarraban el costillar y lo metían todo junto, no se separaba.
Claro.
El costillar, y siempre era un corte que se lo...
Yeah, before law was 3 years.
Es uno de los cortes más caros.
Lovely lunch. Now we're heading back. Paulo was saying when the river rises, it has to be such a high bridge for the boats to pass underneath.
You can go up and take it.
You can go up. 2 flights of stairs. It's like you do not want to fall off this. Pretty scat. Wow. No, it's beautiful. What a vibe. Island just behind us, and we're on a bit of a wharf. We might have a bit of mate. This boat, literally just behind me, is this boat that sells items such as, like, yeah, you've got the soft drinks on top, water, and then inside it's got a battery, so it sells meats and things. So it's like it toots its horn as it's coming close, and you have to get a plastic bag or something, a flag, wave it so it comes, stops, and then you can order from it. It's pretty cool. Alright. Look, that's insane. Put it on fishy. We're just literally rowing and this fish jumped into the canoe.
Ryan!
I was just literally saying to Mom, I'm gonna enjoy the ride back and not film much, and then there's literally a fish that jumps in the canoe. Mom, turn around for a sec. How about that? That was awesome. Che. Gracias, amigo. What do you think, Mom? Pretty good. Para mí, te pide cookies and cream abajo y arechide arriba. Gracias.
You learn fast.
Gracias, amigo. Gracias.
Okay. What's the place called again? Via Toscana.
Bueno, I didn't understand. I don't know how. We have to costa.
Via Toscana is like
Okay, so I was getting. How good. They think it's a photo. Anyway, I got like peanut butter, crunchy peanuts, and honey on top, and just the cookies and cream on the bottom. And it's a vibe near the ocean. How good's this? We are freaking living it up, man. You watch. Next video, I'm gonna be back in the on the road in the tuk-tuk, living on my rice, lentils, veggie combo. But for now, while with Mum, we're really living it. And we're just finishing up the day in front of the Art Museum of Tigre, which is, of course, along the water. Bit of a sunset backdrop. It's now 2 nights left with Mum, unfortunately. So the time has passed like that. And it's gonna be, yeah, of course, heavy to say goodbye to her. It's been good to have family and a bit of balance again. But then very soon we're gonna be back on the road doing the hectic stuff in the tuk-tuk once again. Morning, Miss Patty. Morning, Mom. What you up to? we got a juicer, so of course we had to buy a few oranges to try it out. I'm cooking a few eggs and a bit of ham. Patty gets ham? It's always, if the buses don't go past there, I haven't seen it. Got the tuk-tuk, got our little car park. We just had Patty out for a run around. So we're right near the water here. It's a really nice place over up near Tigre. We're on our way home to Palermo, where we're gonna stay the last night. So it's literally Mum's last day. We're just trying to make the most of it. Not a lot of recording. We've got a weird time slot where I've got to leave the house with Mum at about 3 a.m. in the tuk-tuk. We're going to the airport for Mum to get there the 3 hours before her flight at 7 a.m. for her to get back to Australia. When you eventually see this, Mum, love you. You're out there having a good time. We're gonna get pastries for the final morning. Ew. Good stay, Miss Patty. 6?
6, dale. Ponen acá, ¿sí?
Gracias. At least 6, right?
Yeah.
One of this or one of these, Mum? Yeah, good choice. The cotta is pretty interesting. And one more. The dulce de leche, eso. Perfecto. Look at that, Mum. Hola, dale, vamos. Hey, sit. Steak. And steak. Steak. Esa Patty bonita. ¿Cómo estás? Me encanta tu... ¿Cómo se dice eso? De
Un
cosas
abanico
por la
de puerta,
puerta.
es un mate.
Es increíble. Bueno. Beautiful, huh? So many, eh? Mum's last day, and we've just been to the mate store and we've had our fill of facturas, the last facturas you're gonna have in Argentina. I miss you, Mum. On the edits, Mum's reading. No, you were getting pats, Miss Putty. Hey, you were getting pats, Miss Putty. Tonight's the last night. I'm setting my alarm for 2:30 a.m. because we've got a tuk-tuk. We need to be on the road, on the way to Ezeiza Airport, the international airport here in Buenos Aires, for Mum to catch her first flight. See you guys in a couple hours. Okay, we are currently warming up the tuk-tuk and we're getting in. Off to the airport, ladies and gentlemen. How's this gonna work? Something like that. Alright, we gotta go, otherwise we're gonna be late. You guys got more space in the back now without my stuff, do ya? I'm sad, Mama. But I'm also smiling because of you being worried about my driving.
Yeah. You asked for red lights.
No, more or less. Thanks, Mom. Love you. There it is. Hola, buenas noches. ¿Cuánto sería una moto?
250.
Okay, gracias. Well, we made it to the airport without problems. And we survived Latin America. No one got robbed, no one died. Tori held it together. Patty did good. You did great, Mum. Well done.
This is international on KLM.
I can ask someone. Record a bit of him, but don't make it too obvious. Perdón, señor. Mi mamá va a ir a Chile a KLM.
300 metros más o menos.
Okay, gracias.
Allá es hasta el final de la calle.
Relax. You're gonna stay with the tuk-tuk, yeah? You gotta stay. You guys had a good time, man. I'm gonna go inside with Mum. Alright, you stay here. Okay, Patty. Bye-bye. Let's go. You survived the Latin American
Survived your driving.
experience. Yeah, you survived my driving. That was probably the most dangerous thing of it all. Off we go. Alright, Mom. Well, you're sending off. You did great. Thanks for being in all the videos as well. It's going to be a really nice memory. Do you want to end the video? What do I say?
What a day, what a day.
Love you. Don't cry, don't cry. I know, I'm going to miss you too. Love you.
Go get ready. Hi buddy, if I forgot to tell you, I'm so grateful for all you've done for me. Taking time out and showing me around. I had the best time. Love you buddy, you are the best.
Alright. Well, we did that. Love you, Mom. Bye-bye. The adventure starts now. Let's get it. Frick, off to Uruguay. What a day for me. We're on our own now, Putty, back to the solo travel life. You ready? What do you think about us going to Uruguay? What do you say about that?